Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Robert Tanguay. I'm the author of Emissions Tax, and the founder of Emissions Tax and the author of Incentives in the Environment. I oppose any action appointing Mr. Dell'Orfano for two reasons, two main points. One, the main point I've sent all of you on June 7th, 2024, I filed a claim against the state that was not docketed. The governor is appointing this gentleman on a political basis, and we can get into that, but there's an RSA called RSA 4:13, and it requires the governor to proclaim Constitution Day on January 5th and also September 17th. He has not done so. I filed a claim with the state for $5,000. I'm currently being, as crazy as it sounds, human trafficked, and am homeless because of this. Anyways, the Board of Claims refused to docket it. The Attorney General refused to answer it and actually coached them on an adjudicatory proceeding. So the governor is not in compliance with the Constitution, which Article 38, social virtues, requires strict adherence to the Constitution. I've sent you all a copy of it. I don't know what your legal ramifications are, but I do know you approve the expenditures. Article 29, suspension of laws, is only by legislator, so that means the governor cannot suspend it. And Article 8 is an accountable government. So that's the logistical reason. Then I listened to Mr. Dell'Orfano speak, and just in case you didn't know, Governor Sununu is being sued, not by me, by someone else, and also the Attorney General and the state police for taking people's rights away. The Constitution is very important. As an environmentalist, I'm also understanding of our needs that we have, but Mr. Dell'Orfano comes from lawyer background, works with the state, has private interests. And just like the indictment of Hans Marconi, is a former associate of Shaheen and Finney, the state's premier lobbying group, where she gets dividend payments, and now we just removed the dividends and interest tax, and has been indicted on multiple counts. Remember, June 6th, 7th, sorry, that's the same time she got indicted. So they're ignoring constituents. The governor should not be allowed to appoint anybody. He doesn't know anything about the environment, has no opinion. He blindly agrees with science, but cannot articulate any of the reasons. I'd also like to bring up special attention to the Chevron doctrine, which was overturned, adjudicatory, especially with SEC. I think it's SEC, Jarsky. There's a couple ones that came out this summer in which you can't violate the Constitution or law with rules. The other thing is he doesn't really know much about the energy, especially understanding that gas has been built in, networks have been built in Loudoun that reduces the carbon footprint. But I assert that you cannot appoint anybody that's been recommended from Governor Sununu because he's not in compliance with the Constitution, because he's not in compliance with the law. If I have any other questions, I'd be happy to answer them, but I do appreciate your time.
Seeing no questions, we thank you for your time.